Hi, everybody. I hope you're all well and in great spirits. This house near me sold recently, and I was glad it did because it went from being this really well maintained, beautiful home that this elderly couple had to becoming run down, people on drugs, camping out in the driveway, sleeping in their cars in the driveway. Just a really seedy element took over. And what happened is that old couple who maintained the house well passed away, and they left the house to their kid. I often talk about generational wealth being a stepping stone to more security for your family. But I've also seen it I've seen it often, where parents have these beautiful homes, they've built something, and whatever they had that allowed them to do that, they didn't instill that in their kids. I think it was Bruce Lee who said, don't give your kids all the things you never had. Teach them the lessons you never got. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. It would be nice to inherit a house that could help you pay for college or pay for your kids' college, and inheriting it with the knowledge to grow an inheritance. I think even the Bible says that it's a kid's responsibility to grow what their parents leave them. However, I can count 3 houses within 2 blocks of each other, including this recent one, where the same exact situation played out. Beautiful homes, well manicured lawns, some even had topiaries. And then when the old parents pass away, the house falls into disarray. Something else that's kind of shocking about this is that, you think you paid off your house and you leave it to your kids, and maybe if you didn't give them the lessons that allowed them to have it together, they end up losing it because they can't pay the taxes. That's one of the premises of, I think, the next Friday, where he goes and stays with them in Rancho Cucamonga, and they're going to lose the house because they didn't pay taxes on it. That's like mind-boggling to me. I don't know if the government takes it, auctions it off, and then gives you the change, the difference of what you owe. But with the people I've seen, they've gone from almost living in the backyard and camping out because there's no more electricity or anything in the house. And then eventually they're kicked out, new people move in, and that memory of that family is erased from that home. And it's sad because you see that the parents took a lot of pride and joy in what they had built. They put a lot of love into their gardens. And when they pass away, they leave it to kids who didn't have the capacity to make something good of that. Even if they sold it again and used the money to build something bigger for their kids, that would have made their parents happy, I'm guessing. But to build all these things up, die, and have kids that just didn't have the capacity to hold it together, it falls in disarray, and the kid still ends up homeless. It's pretty sad. So the message today is that if you are trying to build generational wealth for your kids, I think you should also look to teaching them how to grow it when they get it, to instilling in them qualities that will help them not end up homeless despite inheriting a house. I can count 1, 2, 3. That was in the 2 block radius. 4, 5, 6. In that short amount of time, when I started counting, I counted 6 people that has happened to. And that's the lesson. You know, if you own your home and you feel happy that like you work and you got that far and you don't invest in your kids, push them to learn, study, to be hard workers, and I guess that's it. I've said enough. That's the message. I hope you guys have a good one. It's good to leave your kids things, but the most important things you could leave them are lessons that will help them survive without you. Much love. Have a good one.